From the Detroit Free Press, it's Wednesday, June 9th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bush's.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
This is Todd Spangler, Washington correspondent for the Detroit Free Press. An investigation, led in part by Michigan Senator Gary Peters, has found intelligence agencies and police downplayed or ignored threats ahead of the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. A joint bipartisan report was issued Tuesday by the Homeland Security Committee, which Peters chairs, and the Senate Rules Committee. It is the first official look into how supporters of former President Trump were able to attack the Capitol as Congress was certifying the November election for President Joe Biden. At least 5 people died during or after the attack, including 3 law enforcement officers. The report found that intelligence agencies failed to act despite knowing there were threats of violence. One of those threats was found on social media by the FBI the day before the attack. It was someone urging protesters to, quote, go there ready for war, unquote. But intelligence agencies deemed the threats not credible or protected by the First Amendment. The report also found that the Defense Department, wary of the criticism it came under for its response to protests against police brutality, insisted on a clearly defined deployment plan for National Guard troops. That may have delayed their coming in to repel the protesters. The report made several recommendations to improve readiness, train officers, and add equipment and personnel. It also called for the Pentagon to develop plans to respond to domestic terrorism more quickly. One thing the report didn't do was assign blame for prompting the attack. Though President Trump insisted, and continues to insist, the election was stolen from him, though the claim is still entirely unproven. Democrats in Congress did push for an independent bipartisan commission to look deeper into the attack. But Republicans, eager to move on, largely voted against it.
I'm David Jesse, the higher education reporter for the Detroit Free Press. Western Michigan University in Kalamazoo set a national record Tuesday. School officials announced it had received a $550 million donation. That's the largest single gift ever given to any public university in the nation. The money will be split up among the general school, the medical school, and athletics. In a press conference Tuesday afternoon, university leaders said it's too early to have specifics on how the money would be spent. However, they talked repeatedly about increasing financial aid for students, increasing opportunities for experiential learning, and hiring faculty. They also said they want to use the money to increase diversity. The money was given by Western grads who want to remain anonymous. This is the second large gift towards education in Kalamazoo. In 2005, anonymous donors gave money to establish the Kalamazoo Promise, which covers the cost of college tuition for students who graduate from the local school district.
I'm Adrienne Roberts reporting for the Detroit Free Press. Well, I thought I was done reporting on the Brodhead Armory, the former Naval Training Center and event space on Detroit's riverfront, for at least a little while after City Council approved the sale to the Parade Company, the nonprofit known for putting on America's Thanksgiving Day Parade, last week. I was wrong. On Tuesday, City Council President pro tempore Mary Sheffield made a motion to reconsider the vote on the sale of the Armory to the Parade Company. She wasn't at last week's meeting. Now, City Council members allowed the vote to be reconsidered, but because the sale went through last week and their votes remained unchanged this week, the sale will still happen. But Sheffield voted no on the sale because she said it's been controversial and she wanted to go on the record and express some residents' concern, which include the sale price of $300,000 and the fact that a plan to save the historic murals and artwork hasn't yet been worked out.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Eric D. Lawrence. How much would you pay for a piece of Chrysler history? A Lake Orion, Michigan couple rescued a book containing documents from the Chrysler Corporation's early years, some of which feature the late auto icon Walter P. Chrysler's signature. The couple contacted Los Angeles autograph and memorabilia dealer Gary Zimmett about the book, and he wants to sell it for $175,000. He says it's the most significant automotive industry paperwork with which he's dealt. Chrysler expert and retired Wayne State University professor Charles Hyde says it's not clear how much the book is worth, but he says some of the papers have notary stamps and state seals which show their authenticity, making them more valuable than copies. Lillian and Corey Steuben still have the book, after rescuing it last year from a law library in downtown Detroit that was being cleared out. The Steubenses say a big payout isn't what's motivating them to consider selling the book, but they do believe it should be preserved. With 2 young children at home, they believe the book belongs somewhere else, possibly a museum or with a collector.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.